How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Kwon just came out with his plan to give you free Luna and to restore the Luna ecosystem. I want to talk about that. This will probably be my last Luna video for a while, unless there's some kind of news. I'll just cover it along with the rest of the crypto market, but I thought this would be one last video that would kind of wrap things up for now and kind of give you maybe a little bit of closure on what's happened this week. So I want to talk about that. Also talk about my plans and what I am going to do over the coming weeks and months. So if you guys like that, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that already. If you've watched the channel before and you haven't hit subscribe, I would highly suggest it because I'm going to make videos every single day on what's happening in crypto. There's also a link down there to BlockFi where you can get up to a $250 bonus in Bitcoin when you start depositing. They also have interest for people outside the US. So if you're outside the US, I would highly suggest it as well. Now, Bitcoin's price is right around 30,000. When we look at the whole crypto market, it's pretty much where it was this morning. Maybe it's cooled down a little bit since earlier today, at least some of the altcoins, but it's looking a lot better than it was just a day or two ago. Now, Terra has been obviously blowing up in a bad way. It's pretty much worthless, Terra itself or Luna. UST has dropped peg significantly. I haven't checked it since this morning, but back in the morning it was 5 or 6 cents, something like that. Now, Kwon finally made a post talking about what he wants to do to bring Luna back. So this is the Terra ecosystem revival plan. He just posted this, and this is after being dark for several days. He says there's been several community and validator groups discussing launching a fork of Terra chain to make the ecosystem whole from the UST depegging event. Wanted to offer my perspective on how this should be done. So he says there's still several billions of dollars worth of UST. Now I'm guessing he means several billion UST left, not several billion dollars worth of UST because it's lost peg. They say the value of Luna token has fallen to essentially zero. Even if the peg were to eventually restore after the last marginal buyers and sellers have capitulated, the holders of Luna have been so severely liquidated and diluted that we will lack the ecosystem to build back from the ashes. So what remains? While UST has been the central narrative to Terra's growth over the last year, the Terra ecosystem and its community is what's worth preserving. They say that they're one of the largest and most vibrant developer ecosystems in crypto, with some of the smartest minds in the world working on products with the UI and UX. Terra Station has a large install base with millions of users across the world, and although in distress, strong brand recognition and a name that almost everyone in the world have heard about. Now, I don't know if they've heard about it in a good way. I think this is where, and we'll go into what he plans on doing here in a second. He might be thinking that there's strong brand recognition because it was one of the biggest failures in crypto history and lost people billions of dollars within days. I'd say this is probably the biggest black swan event, or one of the worst events that's happened in crypto history, along with some of the major hacks that happened, years ago, stealing billions of dollars from people in Bitcoin with with crypto exchanges being hacked. But I'd say this is probably bigger. There's more wealth that was destroyed. They say the Terra community must reconstitute the chain to preserve the community and the developer ecosystem. Validators should reset the network ownership to 1 billion tokens. 40% should go to Luna holders before the depegging event. Last $1 tick before the depeg on Binance should be reasonable. BLuna, Luna X, and Luna held in contract should also be recipients minus the Terraform Labs account. The new chain should be community owned, preserving decent ownership of the network, and its strong believers in builders is important. So 40% to Luna holders before the depegging event, 40% to UST holders pro rata at the time of the new network upgrade. UST holders need to be made whole as much as possible. 10% to Luna holders at the final moment of the chain halt. So I believe that was just last night or yesterday during the day. And then 10% to the community pool to fund future development. All Luna besides the third tranche should be staked at the network genesis state. The network should incentivize its security with a reasonable inflation rate, let's say 7%, as fees will no longer be enough to pay for security without the swap fees. So that is his plan. Redistribute to the holders of UST, Luna, their own ecosystem to build from here. Now, I think that this, no matter what they do, it's failed. What they've tried to do failed. They lost $60 billion in market cap from the peak of Luna to the peak of UST to now. Basically destroyed $50-60 billion out of nowhere. So I don't think people will ever believe in Luna again. Now there will be some speculation. I think it'll be hard for people to want, especially VCs, to want to back this. It's not someone that sees Luna at discount and sees that they're coming back with some plan and just wants to throw $100 at it. I'm talking about 10 million, 100 million, $1 billion worth. I don't think there are going to be VCs that want to do that anymore. So that is the plan. Now my plan is to continue stacking sats. So I'm going to continue to buy Bitcoin down. I'm going to continue to DCA. There's cool news like this, like that Germany won't tax Bitcoin or Ethereum sold after 1 year of possession. Now, that would make a sweet retirement plan. If we really do get to the prices that we think we're going to get to, $1 million Bitcoin, maybe $100,000 Ethereum, or $50,000 years from now, imagine not having to pay any taxes on that. Even if you're in the US, you might only have to pay 15% if you're talking about long-term capital gains. So these are great wealth building times. And I think going with some of these safer cryptos makes sense right now because these will be around. These will be in the top 5, top 10 cryptocurrencies 5-10 years down the road. And Bitcoin is so scarce. I know that there's capitulation times like over the last few days where it can still fall significantly. But the fact is, there is so little out there and so many people are losing it. So many people are buying and holding it for the long term that there's just going to be this point where there's nowhere to go up but up. And it's going to shoot up in price, multiple X's over probably a couple months. Like all of a sudden, everyone buys it off exchanges and there's barely anything left, especially after we get regulation. And then the price just skyrockets real quick. So I'm going to focus on some of these top cryptos, not really worry about what's down here until we get maybe some lower prices if there's real fear, like Bitcoin starts falling down to the mid-20s again, and then all of a sudden Solana's at $30, then I'll start adding a little bit more to these bags because that will be better over the long term in terms of price appreciation. I think in like the next 1 or 2 years, because next bull run, Solana could easily 10 or 20x if it's at $20, $30 when you're buying it. So I think that would make sense. But right now, there's just a lot of uncertainty and a lot of fear. So I'm going to continue to dollar cost average into Bitcoin specifically, maybe a little bit of Ethereum if we start getting down a little bit further. But I'm excited. I mean, I want to be careful because some people are giving me a hard time if I say that I'm excited about the state of the market because so many people were devastated. And I am there with you. I didn't lose my house or anything like that like some people, but I lost a lot of money that I had on the sidelines. But I'm excited to get started on the next step. I'm excited to rebuild and to start stacking sats again. I'm excited because things will turn around and we'll become really, really wealthy, really well off. And I'm just excited for everything that's to come. So that is Luna's plan. That is my plan. I am here for you guys. Let me know if there's something specifically you want to see in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Again, check out BlockFi underneath the video. They're a great partner of the channel, and I will see you in the next one.